Welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching March of the Machine, Magic the Yu-Gi-Oh-ing. Hope you're all having a beautiful day out there in this gorgeous world of 2023's. Are we going to the moon? Or are we going to zero? Where are we going? Does anybody know where we're going? So, folks, today we're talking about March of the Machine. Yesterday I ran my. I am actually filming this on the day. Hopefully it goes live, which is very rare. So yesterday I ran the March of the Machine collector box sale. Had a couple thousand boxes here for the patrons and everything to see what would happen. I actually did not sell out, so I will report that to you all. It did not, but it did pretty good. I mean, I went pretty heavy on the set with the multiverse serialized cards, and I thought it was, I don't know, just an instinct call in there. Maybe my instincts can be wrong, but I did sell like 98, 99% of it. I think I have like 4 or 5 cases left, so just around 100 boxes that did not sell. But again, I ordered a little heavier on it, so I mean, a couple, almost 2,700, 600, a lot of boxes sold. But I did not actually sell out or oversell on that. So that was, I was a little surprised. I was a little surprised on that. Especially, we had a good amount of orders come in for like the full master case full size. Which a master case of collector boxes is like 24 boxes. And I was selling those for like $195 to your door. And I was surprised. I really was. But that's where I get to the next part of this video. A lot of the messages and a lot of people are like, Rudy, look, hey, the price is fine and all, but I'll be honest with you, when are you running the commander sale? Can you talk about the commander situation? So it's very unusual that we get a lot of chatter about a commander deck set release. But this is the end. Now keep in mind, the March of the Machines, the mom set, stepmom set. So the stepmom set of commander decks is not a normal. This is the annual commander deck set, which is like the better power level, a little bit more expensive. These are what I like to call the desirable commander deck sets for the stepmom here. So like TCG players like 190 plus tax, eBay's like 170 plus tax, which I'll be honest with you is a pretty fair price. I just want you to all, like, I have not seen this much chatter on a commander deck set. People feel more excited about the commander decks than they do the collector boxes. And that's really strange. It's been a long time since I've seen that kind of behavior. And there's a lot of changes with this particular commander deck set. So it's a 5-deck set. They're all unique decks, and each one has PLANECHASE cards inside. Plus, you get like a life counter spin down thing, deck box. And on top of that, they even added, so not only did the Wizards add PLANECHASE, I think it's 5 or 10 PLANECHASE cards per commander deck, not in all of them. So when you buy a set of 5, you get PLANECHASE cards in each package of the 5. And on top of that, you get a sample pack, I believe it's called. They call it a sample pack, like a mini collector pack from the March of the Machine stepmom sister washer dryer pack. So it's interesting that they're adding some more value and putting some creative things into the commander deck sets. That's it's been a long time since I've seen that. And again, I usually don't carry or talk much about the commander deck releases or the jumpstart releases, what I like to call the supplemental, the mini versions that are released with like each set, Crimson Vow, Midnight Hunt, Kamigawa, Streets of Barry Manilow, Boulder's Gate to the Ground. What are the recent sets? I don't even know where we are. What are we talking about? No, I'm kidding. But Infinity, Brothers War, Dominar. But it's just interesting that on these annual, people really look forward to that. Like a lot of people, even a lot of you all and patrons out there were like, Rudy, are you going to at least carry this commander set? And the only 2 commander deck sets I carry for the entire 2023, or for the year, is going to be this particular one, and then, of course, the Lord of the Rings crazy one coming later this summer. Those are the only 2 commander deck series I carry anymore, because I just don't believe in the cheaper Jumpstart, the cheaper commander decks that are released side by side. I feel like those are kind of like starter decks kind of thing, and they're just not that desirable anymore. There's not really good. They tend to be kind of watered down. Now, the annual, or like the Jumpstart 2022, just like original Jumpstart, that's a whole different conversation. You know how I feel about original Jumpstart and original Commander Legends for 2020, and you guys know how much I love Jumpstart 2022. So now those are whole different conversations. And yes, I'm still selling those for 89 ships. You get the Jumpstart boxes. I know. I got to shill. I got to shill and pump myself. I mean, I don't have sponsors. People email me, hey, Rudy, would you like to sponsor our OnlyFans bathwater? Rudy, we've got this new company to sponsor. I don't trust that sponsorship stuff. because I'm always afraid like these other people or like the sponsorship turns out to be like doing shady crap and you're tied to it and you get in trouble. I don't like that stuff. So I got to sponsor with myself, my left nut, and I got to sponsor and push you guys. It's, you know. So anyways, I think the Commander deck set could be kind of the sleeper winner of this particular release. I think the Collector box and Commander are my two kind of go-to picks. I mean, the draft and set are just normal. I mean, again, Rudy's going to shill again. Do not pay 110 plus tax for a draft box. Seriously, like, get your stepsister to be a Rudy patron or something and buy it for 89 shipped in 30. Don't pay up. It's just a little much for. If you're going to spend 120 for a box, get a set box at least, okay? But anyways, these Commander deck sets, it's been a long time since we've seen PLANECHASE cards inserted. It's been a really long time, or ever? Have they ever? I don't think they've ever put a collector, even a sample mini pack. Have they ever put collector cards? Or a little mini booster of collector cards in a Commander deck? I don't think they've ever done that. I haven't carried the last few, but I'm pretty sure they haven't. And I don't remember ever having PLANECHASE cards inside of each Commander deck. I don't think that's happened either. So again, I'm gonna blow him out and make dramatic noise and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna be selling Commander deck sets, all 5 of them, the full series. It'll be as cheap as like $149 to your door, and as much as like $169, depending if you want one deck set or if you want multiple deck sets. And I don't know. In the past on this channel, you all know I used to be very dramatically involved with the annual Commander release until the last 24 months when they started doing Overload, of course, Wizards of the Coast, where they just did so many Commander deck releases we had to back away because they were diluting the value of the brand and they were just being a bunch of Timmies and idiots. Gee, I know. You in the back. I know. What a surprise. We know. A bunch of idiots. But, because if you look in the history of this channel, we talk about Commander, I invested heavily in Commander 2016, 2017. Of course, 2017 is the fluke one. Do not use the data for 2017 Commander decks to extrapolate any Commander deck values today. Remember, 2017, I have to say this like once a year. Commander 2017 Commander decks, remember, Wave 2 was like destroyed or in a fire or something. So the supply got bottlenecked. Wizards never went back. They said, whatever. So the price point of Commander 27 decks is a very unique animal that does not reflect anything else. And then I invested, and I made my dramatic videos about Commander 2018 4 or 5 years ago on this channel, telling everyone to collect and hoard and do all that, terrible stuff. Because I said Commander 2018 decks were severely underpriced, and I thought there was great long-term potential. And that was when I went viral again on Reddit, MySpace, I think Tumblr or Twitter, Grindr, Backpage. I went viral on MySpace about talking about Rudy shilling Commander 2018 because I was selling this for like $89 and people were making fun of me. So I hoarded I think 8 pallets of it or something. And anyways, and that turned out to be really good. Same thing with 2019 Commander. And then 2020 Commander is when they started doing the set themes. 2020 Commander was the Ikoria. That was the Ikoria release had the annual Commander. And again, that turned out to be really well also. I think 2020 Commander sets are $200-$300 a piece now. And then 2021 Commander and 2022 Commander was weaker, but they've also been stable. Amazon ran some sales on them, but they never fire sold them. And anyways, but now that we've gone through history, you guys have held hands with me in Central Park, we frolicked together and prancercised. I really like what I see with Commander 2023. And yes, I'm shilling it. I'm going to be selling it to patrons. I am biased, but the fact that they have new items added on top of that, and the fact that you can get a whole series of 5 Commander decks for even 160 shifter, 169 shifter, whatever. Even just the fact you can get 5 decks, 5 sample packs of collectors, 5 things of PLANECHASE, and the whole series, like the value you're getting in 2023 for around the $160, $50, $70, whatever, whoever you buy from. Maybe you don't buy from me. Maybe you buy from Rudy's ex-girlfriend Emporium or something. But the value you're getting in Magic for under $200 is incredibly good. And in an era where, Lord of the Rings is coming with $400 set boxes, to get all these pre-made 100-deck Commanders. Now, isn't the Commander foil or etched? I think the Commander's foil etched. Like, the value you're getting is really attractive, folks. And just whether we like the product or not, and Rudy's pumping and chilling, it's not very often we get products under $200 where you have a lot of decent pre-made decks with extra bonus items. Wait, do these have the PLANECHASE dice too? They have to. Did they put the little PLANECHASE dice in each commander deck? Okay, because I know you get the life spin down, but if you get a PLANECHASE dice, well, I should have checked that. I was like, I mean, you get a lot of value in 2023. Things are so expensive. That was the reason of this video, is just I haven't seen something like this in a while from Wizards that I felt was really like, wow, dude, you can get a bunch of pre-made 100 deck things. You get a foil or an etched commander. You get PLANECHASE, some collector cards, and dice. It's like, you get 5 sets of that for like under 200. Like, it's pretty cool, man. I think that's a really neat thing. That's why we're chilling today and talking about it. That's really all I have to say. I still remain very skeptical that you all need to be careful on the supplemental commander decks from like normal set releases. For example, the commander deck set from Kamigawa, or the commander deck set from Streets of Barry Manilow, or the commander deck set from Baldur's Gate. Did Baldur's Gate have a commander deck set? Maybe they did. The commander deck set from Dominar United, the commander deck set from Brothers War. Be very careful about those kind of cheaper supplemental ones. I don't like those. The demand is weak, and those have higher risk of Hasbro or Wizards dumping on Amazon, because they're very difficult to move those products because they're just not that good. They're cheap and they're not exciting. If you're interested in Commander, you're a huge EDH player, you do strip magic, whatever you're interested in, the Commander, this is the annual one you should be focused on. That's the Rudy opinion. That's the Rudy bias shield. I'm going to be selling this product, and that's where I stand on everything. So, conclusion of this video, Rudy did not sell out of his collector boxes, but the demand was still very solid. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. Number 2, I'm going to be selling commander decks for like $149, $159, $165 range, shipped to your door, and I'm really excited about actually carrying. This is the first commander product I've carried in like 2 years, man. So I mean, I'm really excited about it. Besides that, that's all I have, folks. Make sure you thumb down the video. So MetaZoo, make sure you thumbs down the video. If I don't say MetaZoo, nobody thumbs down as much. And yeah, have you seen the MetaZoo native stuff? Dude, I can't wait to do some box openings on that. We got a lot of patrons who want to do box openings on native. About these famous artists, they did secret rares, and really excited about that, folks. And have a great day. That's all I have. I'm done chilling. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. God, I eat too much tacos.